Hey, what is happening? Welcome back to the Past is Live. Thank you all for tuning in tonight as we return to the series of Needle in a Wax Stack. And as always, we are chasing after those very, very rare and elusive autographs from many, many years past. And this month, I should say, we have a box of 91 score series 2 before us. I've opened these a couple of times on the channel. I did a break at one point where I opened 10 boxes at once. I think it was 10 boxes. Paul L, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've yet to ever come across this Mickey Mantle autograph that is very, very hard to pull and just find in general, even in the wild. So he signed 2,500 of these. There's a 7-card insert set. Even the regular inserts that have no autos are hard to pull. I pulled one at one point in my life a long time ago, and he numbered, or not numbered, but he autoed 356 of each of the 7 insert cards. So tonight, we're looking for Mickey Mantle autograph. The best rookie card, 91 score, is going to be Chipper Jones. Not really a whole lot else in here outside of that, but I'm sure we'll see some funny photos and all kinds of awful, vibrant colors that I used to really hate, and I still do hate to this day. But as I've always said before, this is one of the first factory sets I ever had as a kid, probably the first 5, I should say, and I actually took care of it. Believe it or not, I took care of 91 score and destroyed all the other ones before it. And it's kind of weird that these did not come factory sealed out of a case, so that was like an aftermarket cellophane wrapper on there. But we got Hal Morris on top. I would have hated it as a kid because I used to hate him really bad. But we have these trash bag-like wrappers that are known to catch all the corners and destroy your cards. And you want to get yourself a box of these. They have significantly gone up over the last couple of years. Nothing crazy. I mean, it's definitely a fun rip to find a possible Mantle autograph. But it seems like they're sitting right around 40 bucks these days. I think I paid like 20 for this box. Anytime I see them for like 30 bucks or less, I will always buy them. But if you go by eBay prices, we're looking at like $40 shipped. Let me raise this up a little bit. It's kind of too far down. There we go. So we got 36 packs here of 1991 score and all of these horrible colors. I cannot wait. Tonight, maybe the night that I find the Mickey Mantle autograph. Definitely have a better chance of finding that than the Frank Thomas no name on front. Dirk Remington is with us. First time in a while. What is happening? He says, go get him. Come on, vibrant colors. Dirk, what is going on? Dirk was making his way around on vacation, doing some traveling and whatnot. I feel like he's like, I don't know if he's in Canada right now or not. Are you back from Canada yet, Dirk? Appreciate that. If Paul or somebody else could post a link to his channel. Look at Doug Drabeck starting off. I was actually watching Drabeck pitch in the 94 All-Star game today at the 94 All-Star game playing at the shop. That was pretty freaking awesome. I actually went to the Home Run Derby that year. Fred McGriff, Andy Van Slyke, and just get ready for all of the various colors you're going to see in every single pack. Will Clark, as we called them, big head cards back in the day. Aaron Holbert is our first-round draft pick. Mike Mussina rookie cards in the Series 1 this year. Scott Scudder comes out early for Paul L. And there's Alex Cole and those dreaded Chris Sabo glasses. Criterion Racers in the house. What's happening, Lee? He says, good luck. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that, man. It'll be freaking epic to pull this card. It's one I've wanted for quite a while also. I feel like it's also one that a lot of people don't really know about, especially people that are just getting into the hobby and whatnot. There was somebody I was talking to recently that's local that had no idea they put autos back in packs back in the day. I feel like a lot of other people don't either. There is the iconic topless Kirby Puckett that will give you all nightmares tonight. Ken Griffey Jr., Brett, and they had all these like random franchise subset cards, the big head cards, all kinds of craziness in 91 score. Dan Billardello, like the reps at Score were on an acid trip that year or something along those lines. Dan Billardello, is that 2 packs in a row? Doug, look at that. Junk Wax collation. I love it. Will throw Clark. Olerud, second year card. Puckett, a Griffey back-to-back. I'll take that kind of collation. That's pretty awesome. Terry Mulholland, no-hit club. All kinds of prospect busts. Dave Anderson, and that is 2 packs in a row to the watch list with Dan Billardello, a guy that I hated. Between him and Benny DeStefano and Tom Prince. Hated every single one of their guts back as a kid. These ones are actually ripping open relatively smooth. I actually have that Puckett in a PSA 10 thanks to Nick West. I don't know if Nick West is in here or not, but there's a Hershiser. Starting things off, Rick Russell. And not a whole lot to get excited about in 91 score, unless you were Jonathan H. and then you were excited about Melito Perez. In case that he's lurking in the background, but I feel like he is back on the abandonment list, a rightful spot for him after he has been void from the last dozen or so live streams. These are ripping open real smooth. Flashback says, isn't Movon rookie in this series? Movon rookie is actually a 90 score, 1990 score. He does have a card. It's actually a white bordered card. And look at that, Bow Breaker. This is actually like, I'm not going to say it's like a real tough pull, but I feel like it's a little more difficult than, you know, some of the other ones we're going to see in here. And for a while there, this was fetching significant amounts of money and high PSA grade. So it's definitely a good one we'll put off to the side. Always liked that card as a kid. Danny Jackson once again, McGaffigan, Jim Gaudigan, and Don Robinson. So we're probably going to see some omens be announced here tonight. More than likely. And there's a link for Dirk's channel. Appreciate you doing that, Paul, since Corey cannot be here with us, of course. And Joseph C's in here says, I just left my favorite Saturday auction for this. The only thing better than bidding $10 on 1978 Chet Lemon is hanging with you guys in a TPIA live stream. Joseph C., it's always a pleasure to have you and your sense of humor with us. And I feel very bad for taking you away from whatever auction that was. I think we all know damn well what auction that was. The only place there is buy it now bids, I should say, that start off at ridiculous prices. There's a Sandberg Man of the Year. Bobby Bonilla, Steve Carsey rookie card. I feel like that was a good one back then too. Travis Fryman second year card also was a good one as well. Did not see Joseph C yet this week in the shop, but Joseph C and I made some trades and whatnot last week. Hooked me up with a whole bunch of jumbo packs of 90 tops that we're gonna rip into in the first of the month. And I'm trying to think if I have any stories for you guys today. I wasn't at the store a whole lot. I was at a toy show this morning in Pittsburgh. Shane Andrews rookie card. This one always kind of weirded me out too because as you can see on there isn't a neck. There's a very small portion of a neck. That always creeped me out. Nolan Ryan, K-Man, Sandy Alomar Jr., Terry Mulholland once again. There's Chet Lemon. Speaking of Chet Lemon, Joseph, it's not 1978, but this would probably still start out at a $5 bid at that auction you're referring to. Eric Shaw and Jimmy Jones. Tango Victor says, Cook has to be in a screw down in order to contain his his rage. That is very true. We kind of pushed these cards off to the side in the beginning here. They must be kind of front and center at all times, or at least in the background. So we pay homage to them at all times. Love the back of the chipper with his meat sweat face. Yeah, that face is absolutely filthy on the back of Chipper Jones. Not sure what those PSA 10s are going for these days. I remember for a while they were around 50 bucks. They're probably not much more than that nowadays because Score printed 4 million of each one of these cards, which is nuts. Kirk Gibson. Carmelo Martinez was another guy I hated real bad as a kid. Couldn't really tell you why. Another guy I just hated his face. Sandberg, Big Head, Bill Long, Dwayne Ward, and Tom Hankey. Trying very hard to look professional on the front. What does the back have to offer us? Quite the opposite there. So we're ripping right through. No sign of Chipper Jones rookie yet. You also have the Desert Storm card in here as well. I used to like that one too when I was a young lad. Rick Honeycutt, David Cohn. There's Tony Pena and Randy Tomlin. Jose Vizcaína. And if I'm feeling really frisky tonight, I may rip into 2 boxes of these. It's a possibility. Most definitely is. Gary D. Sarcina. Darnell Coles, for whatever reason, he was on the Buccos back in the late 80s, and I was pumped on him. I feel like I was pumped on, like, the lowest of the low players. Jose Leaned. Just, I don't know what I was thinking back then. But be stoked to even pull just a regular Mantle insert. Speaking of Jose Leaned, it kind of summoned him there. Chaos 11624. What is happening, man? George Brett. We're going to find another Griffey in this pack. Guess not. Cal Ripken. First time seeing that one. Mark Leiter. Orlando Merced rookie card for Joseph C. That probably had a big fat dollar price tag on it around my area back in 1991. And I would have been the one buying it and getting ripped off. Patrick M says, let's summon a Mantle. We definitely do need to summon a Mantle. That would be absolutely crazy. If I pulled a Mantle autograph out of a pack, I don't think I could ever bring myself to selling it. I really don't think I could part with it. Larkin, Strawberry, there's Dave Justice, second year. Robin Yount looking pretty pissed. Matt Stark, Brett Larkin. Another Shane Andrews, a necklace wonder of the world. I guess he kind of has a little bit of a neck there, so. But that front still creeps me out. Tom Henke again, Drew Hall, and Bob Walk and his dirty knees to end that pack. Scooting right along on the hunt for the mantle. Greeted by a sweaty Ron Jones, but we need to find a sweaty Chipper Jones. Randy Myers. Of course, I want to see the Rob Dibble in here, Dream Team card. Benito Santiago, Donovan Osborne, I feel like was a pretty hot rookie back then. Mike Lieberthal, same thing with him. There's a Griffey Rifleman. It's a nice one, though. And these annoying trivia pieces that I used to hate so badly as a kid. Still do, never liked those or cared for them. They just got flung around the house like ninja stars, and I think I used to stuff them into vents as well. My parents probably love that. Are there mantle cards without autos? There are. So there's a 7-card mantle insert set. And those are tough pulls. I don't know what the exact odds are on those. You could probably look it up. I don't think that Score put them on here. A total of 2,493 autographed and 35,951 unautographed. So there we have our answer right there. 35,951 unautographed exclusive Mickey Mantle cards have been randomly packed in Score Series 2. So almost 36,000, and they're still super hard to pull. Pretty wild. Pretty freaking wild. Gene Larkin, Boomer Wells. There's Dave Stewart once again. Frank Thomas, second-year card. I always like that one. It's a nice one there. Griffey Sr., I'll probably see that at a flea market tomorrow for at least $50. I expect it to be no less than $50. Mike Blowers, who became an Omen here a while ago. I feel like we haven't really seen him. Karkovice, Clemens, Eric Davis, Andy Hawkins, No Hit Club. Bob Kipper, and John and Mitchell. Paul L says, imagine the contractor inspecting your old house when selling it and finding a crap ton of Score Ninja Star cars. That would be absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I definitely used to stuff them in there, as well as stick my fingers in light sockets and everything else. Yeah, I learned my lesson after a while, though. Andre Dawson, the Hawk, for Corey, who is not with us and quickly working his way onto the abandonment list. There's Wade Boggs, Dream Team, Bonds MVP, Roy, Sandy Alomar Jr., Todd Zeal. Would have been stoked on that and this one by Bonilla. Steve Carsey once again. Canseco, Master Blaster. There's an All-Rude second year. He was actually in the box top of one of these boxes as well. They had different variations. Strawberry and second year Ben McDonald. Ripping right along. Those wrappers feel like dollar store trash bags. They are so bad. So I guess Score did that for, 93. I'm trying to think of the packaging for 93 Score, because they did it ever since 88. They had these trash bag wrappers, and that's how they sold everyone on it. Was like in 1988 when Score came to be, it was like, you can't search these packs. They're tamper-proof. And then, like, you gotta take your time opening, because, like, if you don't do it good enough, like, the corners will get caught, and they'll get what we used to call wrinkled. And wrinkles, they would definitely be inspected at Johnny's Card Shop. There's a 6-point wrinkle test. So I did not tolerate them at all, period, even though most of the cards I sold probably had wrinkles, I would think. Well, we now have come to know them as creases all these years later, and that's definitely a Mandela effect. Sandberg, Big Head, Tim Costo. Who the hell want to search the Score packs? That's kind of what I'm thinking, too. I don't know. I'm with you on that one, though. Who would want to search Score packs? But yeah, you gotta take your time, get a nice clean rip. And even then, it's like, I don't feel like wasting my time just meticulously opening every single pack, but you're going to hate yourself if a mantle's in here and you just haphazardly rip a pack open and catch the corners. That'd be awful. Eric Hansen, another guy I hated real bad and have a personal vendetta against from my childhood, and I could not tell you why. Bo Jackson, Master Blaster. The guy that I bought you remember the suitcase that was full of mites, or what we thought was full of mites, that I did a video on a while ago that had like the world's biggest collection of work done in it? Well, the guy that I bought that off of, he had this card as a single card, Master Blaster, and he was trying to tell me that it was worth $100. He said he looked it up and it was worth $100. It's like, are you looking up PSA 10s? Because the one you have is raw and it has a freaking crease in it. Yeah, he swore to me it was a $100 card. I don't think we did business again after that. I don't think we ever did business again after that filthy suitcase. But I'm still open to it. There's Mackie Sasser. He's about to punch Alfredo Griffin right in the face. Bryn Smith, Damon Berryhill. Sandra, what is happening? Zane Smith, Clemens. Someone's on a move on. Eric Davis, there it is. Chipper Jones. In all his sweaty glory. So if the front makes you look uncomfortable or makes you feel uncomfortable, what does the back do for you? That is the most miserable face I have ever encountered. Miserable. At least one of them. Chipper Jones rookie card shows up. That one's actually pretty nice, too. If you look at centering, side to side and top to bottom, it's probably a little bit off top to bottom, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Matt Williams, Master Blaster, Mere Sweats. Meat Sweats. I know, it's filthy, filthy looking card. Between that and the shirtless Curry Puckett, probably not sleeping again tonight. There's Boomer Wells once again, BJ Surhoff, Doug Jones. So that was a pretty funny one, too. Doug Jones trying to intimidate everyone with that card. Henderson, there's Alan Trammell, Larkin Big Head card again. That Shane Andrews is officially an omen, Paul. That was 3 times now. And I don't think we've seen the last of him. That No Neck card. Speaking of No Neck, I actually saw my friend that I nicknamed No Neck a very long time ago. I don't call him that as much as I used to because I feel like he takes offense to it. And he's a tattoo artist in Pittsburgh and he collects toys and whatnot, real Ghostbusters. But he has forever been called No Neck because he does not have a freaking neck. Apparently, him and Shane Andrews have a lot in common. Paul L. is singing Informer by 12 Inches of Snow. It's a second-year Delano to Shields for Corey's PC. Jim Presley, Nelson Santavina, Sandberg, Tim Costa once again. Johnson No Hit Club. I think I pulled, I don't know, Paul L. probably knows how many Chipper Jones I pulled. That 10-box rip or 11-box rip, I did of these a while back. I think I pulled like, I had a crap load of Chipper Jones rookies. It was nuts. Oh, chaos. Oh, what is going on? John just got back from the club and hasn't washed the stamp off his hand, referring to that from a late wild night last night. That's actually from the toy show. That's from the toy show this morning. I appreciate that, Chaos. I didn't even think about that. That's definitely what it looks like, though. And no one's probably buying that that's a toy show, Mark, or brand. Rex Hudler, who was once deemed dead here. Yeah, but I was like, the toy show is at a church in Pittsburgh, and I kind of didn't expect to find anything. I went out there. My buddy drove out there, and he was looking for turtles, and I couldn't find anything, and I just bought a Undertaker cardboard cutout for the store. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'll buy it for like $25. So I bought that to put in the store. I was like, gee, like I could literally just go right out to the parking lot and just get a red marker or bring a pack of markers with me to draw that thing on it. I don't even know what it's supposed to look like. It's weird. But wouldn't be hard to imitate that and save myself $5 if I wanted to go through the trouble of it. Juan Gonzalez, second-year card. Turner Ward. But definitely does look like the remnants of a late night out at the club. No doubt about it. Chaos, my buddy, well, I feel like you know him just from the videos, but Riley asked me yesterday, he's like, hey, did you ever get those Catacombs magic cards? I'm like, I think they're still in the works. Robin Yount, he was pretty stoked on them, though. Will Clark, once again, Bob Welch, doesn't look very enthused to be a Cy Young Award winner. Craig Biggio, Dave Justice, second-year card. Matt Williams, Robbie Beckett, never really cared for him either. I don't really know why. Frank Viola, Cecil Fielder. Catacombs on the way. He will be stoked. He'll be real stoked. Joseph Ceases, Taco Bell robot stamps his hand when John goes for seconds. You know what? I did not see Taco Bell robot today. I appreciate that, Joe. I actually went to a different Taco Bell. So I don't think he works on Saturdays, though, anyways. I don't know if he goes in for like weekend maintenance or what he does, but he's never there on the weekends. But he must have got real pissed at me yesterday because he took my order on the intercom, and then I went through the window, and I even, like, rounded up, too. You know, I was trying to, like, get him to warm up to me a little bit, and he was not having it. He waited me at the window and then switched me off to somebody else. But it's so funny because he always tries to, like, push the survey on you. There's, like, an online survey, and, like, He'll literally like shove the receipt in my face real quick with my debit card, and then he'll start talking about the survey, and he'll literally shut the window, and he's still talking. Like, it's like, geez, man, could you be any more rude? Griffey once again, Robbie Beckett once again, 2 packs in a row. That puts him on the Omen watch list. Dave Steeb, I have a Dave Steeb collector that I've been acquainted with, so I will put that off to the side for the Dave Steeb pile. Shove your survey robot. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking about, I've never gone through the drive-thru and got seconds. I've sat in the store or in the restaurant and I've gone up for seconds and someone else waited on me. Or I used the touch screen, but I was sitting there yesterday and I was like, I should go back up to the drive-thru again. I wonder what he would do if I pulled back through there and ordered the same exact thing again. Like, I like to film that and share it with you guys just to see what would happen, because I think he'd get real pissed. He's already pissed when I go through there the first time for the day. Dave Stewart, Tom Pagnozzi, Carmelo Martinez, Joe's Card Corral is not with us, but he would be stoked to see his least favorite card of all time, Reds October. He used to hate this card so bad, I'm pretty sure he tore it up at one point. I think it's Mariano Duncan doing a handstand with everyone's favorite Chris Sabo. I always want to get that to PSA 10 and send it to him. I'm sure the pop on those is probably like 1 from no one wanting to send it in. Yeah, Joe's Card Corral absolutely hates that card. Mariano Duncan actually was a starting second baseman in the All-Star game in '94. I've had that on for the last 2 days in the store. I just got the Cravings box. Mark L says, not bad, I'm full. Now, what did I have? I actually got pizza. It's Pizza Saturday. It's my tradition. So I'm a creature of habit. I have to get pizza every time I leave the store on Saturday. Another bow breaker. I was sitting there saying that these are tougher and more difficult to pull, and here's 2 already. But they definitely are. Frank Thomas, franchise is a nice one. Mike York. Something about his face always creeped me out. Something with his eyebrows or his forehead. See what I mean? He had a real, I don't know. It's like a elongated forehead. Almost looks alien. Creeped me out when I was a kid. Rick Cerrone, Joe Girardi, Kevin Moss, and Sam Horn to end that pack. Mike York, the skateboarder. Mike York actually, he was sick. He actually co-owns some company now. I forget what it is. He was on chocolate for the longest time and disappeared for a very long time, but I just came across his Instagram recently, and he's part of some company now. Co-owner, something along those lines. Doug Jones, Fireball, literally. Tat Paddler, swinging away. Does anybody have a migraine yet, or Scott Scudder, from all the rapid changes of colors? Not as good as Shane Cross. Yeah, Shane Cross was awesome, man. It's been a long time since he passed. He looks like the guy on Police Academy after they shaved his eyebrows. He definitely does. Tango says, the 90s when random dudes would shave lines in their eyebrows. I remember that. I saw somebody recently that had, I forget who it was, that had like symbols and stuff shaved in their head. I'm like, did people stop doing that back in the 90s? Are people trying to bring that back? I hope not. That was awful. That was an awful trend. And at one point, I wanted to be one of those guys that had like I think I wanted a Nike symbol shaved in my head when I was a kid. My mom was like, no, you're not doing that. Thank you, Mom, for not allowing me to do that. That's freaking awful. Mike Blowers, once again. I guess Mike Blowers and Ron Karkovice are always hand in hand these packs. Andy Dawkins, once again. Have I opened any 95 Skybox Emotion? You know what? I did open one of those a long time ago. I've opened 95 and 96. If you want to check it out, it will be with the playlist in the Turn Back the Clock Tuesday. That was probably, I'd say probably at least a year ago I opened one of those. The Bob Welch card. We still have Bob Welch Cy Young. Mom jeans are back, so why not the head shave thing? Mom jeans. Those are the ones that like the high-waisted jeans. I absolutely hate those. I think they're the most awful, unattractive thing ever. High-waisted shorts and jeans. Just awful. Shirtless Henderson. Henderson back-to-back. There's Puckett. Thank goodness for a shirt on that card. Nolan Ryan. There's Terry Mulholland. Kevin Belcher. McGaffigan, Gott, and Don Robinson all go together. You should have got the A6 logo shaved in your head. Just to be different. That would be an idea. So we're running out of packs here, and no sign of Mickey Mantle yet, and it's making me very distraught. 1 Chipper Jones, 2 Bow Breakers. Mom jeans feel like it has an elastic waist. Yeah, girls are actively trying to look less attractive with them jeans. They're awful. They're freaking awful. Same thing with like bikinis and stuff like that too. The high-waisted bikinis, like stop it. It's freaking awful. No, I'm not a fan. There's topless Puckett, of course, had to show up as soon as I said bikinis. Barry Bonds, Tim Wallach, Benito Santiago, kind of a devious smile on his face. Corey Snyder, I'm so tired of fireworks, my poor dog. Yeah, there's actually like there's a festival going on like up the road from my house. Not, I guess not up the road, but like 15 minutes away. There's the Bob Welch for Paul L. But that's where like the whole town's at tonight, I feel like. And I'm sitting here opening packs of 91 score. What has my life been reduced to? I would actually rather be nowhere else right now than opening 91 score. Well, maybe I prefer to opening 90 tops instead, but whatever. It is what it is. So everybody's there, and here we are doing this, but I'm not a big fireworks fan. I feel like if you've seen them one time, then you've seen them all the times. Doc Gooden, Johnson, Melito Perez once again. But it's like a big festival. They have a bunch of gambling there and stuff and booze. I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to wake up early tomorrow and go to the flea market, go to the store. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And here I am. I haven't done it yet. Keywords yet. So maybe I can have a weekend recap tomorrow, which would be sweet. Haven't had one of those in a while, or not very often anymore. Darnell Coles once again. We finally have a Griffey Dream Team card. This is a pretty sick one. Scotty Arms says, where's the Mick? Well, no sign of him yet. But we still got some packs left here. And if I'm feeling frisky, I may rip another box because I have two more sitting next to me. Drebeck Big Head card. John Shelby. I'm thinking about opening another box. Now, should we put it to a vote? And not to mention, we also have to give away some cards here. I was going to do it yesterday. I decided to give it another day. Now today came, and I didn't do it today either because I wasn't home all day. But to give away 7 different items for the TPIA store page, which will be randomized. I don't know if I'm going to do it right now because I'm not set up to do it, but maybe I'll do that tonight or tomorrow. Paul L says, where's Orestes Estrade? Is he in this set? He might not be in this series. The New Life says, open another box. Maybe we should do that, huh? Was that Joe Exotic? Big Hitters, Dave Parker. Chris James, Benito Santiago. I don't really have anything else to do except sit around and drink Zevia. So maybe I should open another box. Ryan Sandberg, Luis Polonia, Andres Thomas. Open another box and do the giveaway. I don't know if I'm set up for the giveaway right now. I would like to do that, actually. It's not a bad idea. I don't even have the website or anything pulled up or the names put in there. Jose Montez says, I couldn't stand these sets as a kid. Was more into Upper Deck and Topps that year. Thank you, Jose. I'm with you on that, man. I was a big Topps fan in 91. I bought a lot of packs of those. Upper Deck, too. I like the design. It's much better. These random colors and stuff. I don't know what they were thinking doing that. Appreciate that, Jose. You could show us the G.I. Joe video. I could show you everything I have done with that. Brian Blake says, open another box. Vince Coleman, there is Henderson. There's a weird blemish on Jose Vizcaino. What is up with that? Interesting. Merced, rookie card. Cedeno. Will Clark, Big Head, Chet Lemon once again. I don't want to take you guys away from another channel's auction. If I'm taking you away from that, then I kind of feel bad. We got 3 packs left in this box. I know Joseph C. he's probably watching both channels right now, I imagine. But I know he was looking forward to getting some stuff out of there tonight. Paul says, let's play Orlando Merced and stuff. I forgot all about that. I think I've definitely talked about that before, but when Eric and I were younger, we would play this game that Eric made up. It was called Orlando Merced and Stuff. That's what he called it. And I think it was just like, he would just go through a bunch of random players and like say, okay, I'm Ken Griffey Jr., I'm Julio Franco, and like pretend to be different players batting, and I think I'd pitch to him and he'd just hit home runs off me. Something like that. I think that's what it was. Or maybe he threw the ball to himself. I can't remember. Barry Larkin, but he called it Orlando Merced and Stuff. I could be completely wrong. It might have been something different, but I think that's what it was. Pretending to be different players. Like, hey, I'm being Orlando Merced. I don't know. We were freaking kids. What do you expect? Mark L says, I got the factory set of this. It came in a weird shoebox. Very large, but never bought any packs. Probably worth much less than I paid back then. And I saw at the toy show today, what was it? I saw this factory set for like 20 bucks or 25 bucks. I'm like, yeah, that's a little steep. It had 91 and 92. But, well, I don't know. You'd probably get it for less on eBay than that, honestly. I think it's a little steep for what it has to offer. Ken Griffey Jr. Dream Team, especially because you have no chance of getting any kind of Mantle in the factory set. Clemens, Eric Davis, Andy Hawkins again. That card's starting to piss me off. Willie McGee, Curtis Wilkerson, and Jose De Jesus. Is Eric older than you? Eric's 4 years older than me. I think I have a sealed set of these and an open set also. I was always a fan of 92 score more so than this one, just because it had all the freaking obnoxious colors everywhere. Spike Owen Campusano, a Griffey's finally shows up in the last pack. Another flea market $50 card. Bernard Gilkey, of course, is going to be in the last pack. Why do I expect anything else? Bob Kipper has always looked so enthused. He either looked absolutely stoned or just... Oh, there you go. Just emotionless. Emotionless face. Matt Noakes, another guy I did not care for at all back in the day. Looks like a paranoid schizophrenic on the back of that. So first box down, and did we put it to a vote? I missed like half of the live stream chat. So I'm open to opening another box of these. If that's what we want to do, then we shall do it. Justin Vick says, I wonder if distributors knew how to secure the mantle before it went out to the public. I did the math on it one time, and it's like 1 in 146 cases you'd have to open to find a mantle. So yeah, 20 boxes per case, you'd have to open 146 cases. So 146 times 20, do the math on that, and that will take you to the mantle. One more box, everyone's chanting for it. As my buddy says, might well. Not might as well, mise, M-I-S-E. So we will push these off to the side since everyone is demanding another box. Here is one that I found in Maryland. I think I bought this like over the wintertime last year in, I don't even know the name of the place, but it was an antique mall. It was 12 bucks. So can't beat it for 12. Smackerinos, unfortunately, having Hal Morris on the top of the box. These packs look like they're a different shade for some reason. That's weird. Looks like they sat on a windowsill for a long time. Anybody else notice that? Or was that part of my acid trip? So pull another 36 packs out of here and cross my fingers for a mantle. Jose Montez says 12 bucks is such a ripoff. Yeah, I would agree with you if there wasn't a chance to pull a mantle out of here. So I think any box nowadays where you have a chance to pull like a Ted Williams autograph or a Nolan Ryan or a Hank Aaron, I think that it's worth it just for the rip, the fun overall. But yeah, 91 score is a pretty tough set to stomach overall. Mr. Blood Vessels says, are you tripping? No, I'm not tripping. Not tripping right now. Parker Klein, what is happening? Let's get down to it. Another 36 packs of the glorious colors of the rainbow. These ones are not opening easy either. Definitely sat in a windowsill for 10 years. Yeah, it's like a Powerball ticket. I don't play the Powerball. I know somebody in my county, maybe even town, just won the Powerball for $1 million. First pack in, we got Reds October. Of course, I should have expected that. There's a Mo Vaughn that's what we was talking about earlier, the rookie prospect. Although his rookie card is actually in 1990. Joe Kramer throwing a haymaker. Cecil Fielder. I used to like these cards a lot back in the day just because of that background. I thought that was pretty cool. Randy Myers big head card. And Reggie Harris. Counterfeit packs. 91 score belongs in a window. Yeah, I'm probably take one of those boxes and put it in my window. I need more wax boxes and stuff and baseball card related stuff to put in my windowsill, my store, that I don't mind if it gets faded or ruined. I got like an 84 Topps box in there now, and it was an extra one that had writing on it. There's Will Clark once again. Got to put some more stuff in there. What's going on in this card? Ron Hassey. All kinds of stuff happening here. And there we go. There's a Desert Storm card. I used to like that one a lot. We pray for the safe return of all Americans involved in Operation Desert Storm and for peace throughout the world. Yeah, this card actually still fetches a few bucks. That's a good one. I liked that one when I was younger. Ray Stevens, Willie McGee, and Curtis Wilkerson. Put some Topps kids in the front. Nobody will buy that crap. Topps kids actually came way down, Paul. I remember telling you a while ago, they were selling, those boxes were selling for like 150 bucks to like 300 or 400 at one point. I think they're down to like 50 or 60 now. I saw somebody post one on a Facebook page recently, like a vintage wax page. It was like 50 bucks for a box. I'm like, is that a good deal? Like, it would have been a good deal like a year ago when they were going crazy, but they've come down. They finally come down. People have finally found the voice of reason in their heads. Barry Bonds, Strawberry, Donnie Baseball, Eric Davis, Hawkins once again. Really hate that card. I don't really know why. I don't care for it. Drew Hall was another guy I didn't really care for back in the day. And according to, I'm trying to think of the one guy online that's relaxing ASMR refers to price his cards, but I wish I could remember. But according to him, the Drew Hall $89 per deck rookie is still like a $6 card. According to this, it's like a prominent website you can buy cards off of and stuff like that. I can't think of the name of it. Paul L. maybe remember. I don't know. He's a good memory. I don't. But whatever relaxing ASMR, he's done videos and he like, I think it's like, is it Steven's Cards or something like that? I want to say. Greg Briley. That was Griffey for a second for whatever reason. I should know better than that. Steve Ontiveros, Sandberg Big Head card. Any Tat Paddler? We did see a Tat Paddler. Randy Johnson. No, it's not ComC. I want to say it's Steven's Cards. And it's like still an active website, but for whatever reason, relaxing ASMR, he goes through like a set that he has, and he's like, he said he's going to throw away all like the commons and stuff and keep the better cards. Dale Murphy and Roger Clemens. And he's like, he's using Steven's Cards like checklist on their website to decipher like which cards to keep and which ones to throw away. And for whatever reason, Steven's Cards has like Drew Hall is like a $6 card, 89 per deck. And there's a bunch of other crap ones on there that are commons worth like a nickel, and they're like a few bucks on Steven's Cards. Like it's like prices from 1989. but it's on the internet, so it's pretty hilarious watching that video. If you type in relaxing ASMR, he's freaking awesome. I really like his videos a lot. He's one of my favorites. But he has a few card videos. There's one of like him going over a 91 Stadium Club set, and in that one he's referring to a checklist by Steven's Cards too, and he's pulling all the best cards out. And there's definitely some pretty crappy ones like Eric Yelding that he pulls out. There's another Desert Storm card, but yep, pretty ridiculous prices there. Speaking of ridiculous prices, I've seen some pretty bad ones on the group Facebook page today. $600 for 89 Bowman Griffey. Fractal Jack, what's happening? Andrew P, that's right. Why was I saying Steven's Cards? I don't know where that was even from. But Dean's Cards, that's what it was. Dean's Cards. Good call, Andrew. Good freaking call, man. Yeah, so Dean's Cards, it's still a thing. I don't know if he's like a reputable like dealer or anything. The website's kind of janky, but yeah, he's got checklists on there. Like most awful prices that don't make any sense. There's Ronnie Walden, Dan Wilson. Here's one we haven't seen yet. Langston and Mike Witt. The dual Haymaker card. Dan Billardell once again. Terry Leach and Xavier Hernandez. 1552 for a Ryan rookie. That's pretty ridiculous. You know, I was seeing some pretty nice Ryans recently for like $400, between $400 and $500, and that was at a card show like a couple months ago, and I really almost bought one of those for $400, but I have it already, but mine's beat, as you saw in the last video I did. Rounded off corners. Austin Farmer is the Invisible Man. What has happened, man? I feel like we didn't see you for a very, very long time, and you have rejoined us once again. Roberto Alomar Leapfrog card. Juan Gonzalez, second year once again. Bonilla, Steve Carsey, Canseco, and of course Don Robinson and that trio. Ripping away from the mantle. And as always, feel free to geez, look at these. You're supposed to get a good rip and not damage your cards, and that's what you deal with. Mantle will be ruined if I ever find one. You can always leave me comments on like boxes to open, like from the 90s. Like I've mentioned it many times, like 92 Fleer is a Frank Viola Apple card. Always hated that one. Obnoxious. 93 Fleer Ultra, you can find an Eckersley rookie, which, you know, probably doesn't have much value, but it'd be sick to pull that card because very, very tough. Clemens is a 92 Fleer, Ted Williams 92 upper deck, you know, like Nolan Ryan auto 91 upper deck. There's plenty of them. Reggie and 90 upper deck. The boxes are all very affordable. Anyone can go buy a box and, you know, pull the auto. It's just a matter of luck. So those are the ones that I'm looking for. Primarily, I just didn't buy any other boxes. I had 3 boxes of 91 Score sitting here that I've stocked up on when I see them. To find this mantle, I have Eckersley rookie 76 tops. I actually just got one of those today off of Robert. I think I saw Robert S in here earlier, but we did some trade at the store today, and I think I got an Eckersley off him. Pretty sure I did. Let's see. Look at this. Freaking awful. Well, they're called trash bag wrappers. Dead Grateful says Eric was talking about my Ryan the other day. Was he really? I didn't even know he knew that I had that card. Bob Welch looking real depressed on that one. Griffey Rifleman once again. Fernando Valenzuela. Travis Fryman. Yeah, these cards just, I don't get excited over this set really at all. I can't. Fractal Jack says, how's business today? You know what? I wasn't there for a long period of time, but business was pretty good. From like, I got there like 1:30, and I stayed till 4, and it was pretty steady. Like pretty much the entire time. So it was pretty good compared to last Saturday. I think last Saturday I had 0 people in there. Sunday was good. So it seems like it's picking up a little bit. So we'll see. And I'll be there tomorrow. I'm going to try to get up and go to the flea market early tomorrow, find some stuff, and then get to the store 10 and see how it goes. But I'm interested to test out the new marquee that is courtesy of Joseph C. I think I told you guys that already. Joseph C. is very, very kind and bought and donated like a sandwich board sign or sidewalk sign to the store. So got that put together, and I'll have it out tomorrow and see if that draws any attention to the store. Sheffield is Henderson. Dave Justice, Ryan K-Man, once again, Alex Cole, and the same exact 4 cards to end that pack once again. And Markari, someone is selling 91 score set for $31 for the set. If it was a wax box, it'd be pretty decent. Joker says, if you picked up any more Batman animated figures for your collection. You know what? I was looking for them today at that toy show, and I did not see any. I just saw like Batman and Robin and like Batman Forever and stuff. I feel like they get bought up really quick, and they're very affordable, but most of the time those go right away, I feel like, at toy shows. And I've seen it. People that have like VIP passes and go in like a half hour early, they'll come walking out while I'm standing in line with like a bag of like 6 Batman animated series figures. Like, oh, you bastard. You bastard, I wanted those. The smug look on their face. So if you plan on if you plan on 10 a.m., that means like 10:45. Yeah, you know how my time works, Joe. I think most people know how my time works. Sometimes I'm on time, but probably not on a Sunday. Griffey Jr. Dream Team, but like I said, I'm gonna go to Bridgeville tomorrow. I think either Bridgeville or Altoona, and see if I can't find some dirty old shoe boxes full of mites and cards. The stuff that dreams are made of, I will be looking for tomorrow. Rick Reed, I never cared for him either. There's Bobby Witt. Scott Ruskin, late is on time. Here's Bernard Gilkey once again. Langford. Yeah, after you open enough packs of these, they become very, very boring. The colors can't even keep your attention. Kale says, that's rad. I have a buddy. Anytime he says you add between 2 and 4 hours. Hey, is it Paddler or Paddler? It is Tat Paddler. Pat. So his real name is Pat Tabler, but there was a video a while back where I mistakenly said Tat Paddler. Puckett Topless once again. Thomas. And it's kind of stuck ever since. And by stuck, I mean I say it every time I see him now. There's Griffey Rifleman once again. There's not a whole lot to get excited in here. So by the time you actually find the Mickey Mantle autograph, you're just so exhausted from going through these tedious cards that are pretty much all the same collation. That's like, oh, wow, there's the Mantle. Kind of like that one guy's reaction to the Frank Thomas name on front. A while back, he had a video of him pulling that card out of a cello box, and it was like the 5th pack in, and that was his reaction. Was like, well, there it is. There's the Frank Thomas name on front. He kind of just like puts it down, and then doesn't open the rest of the box, and that's it. And that was whenever supposedly Topps representatives, I don't know, like almost like Men in Black style, were harassing him, and he was getting death threats and everything. So not really sure whatever came from that, but that is the story behind it. So I'm looking forward to pulling the name on front and being harassed by Topps executives. Apparently don't have enough money and can't afford to buy one themselves or just print another one. Osborne's Mike Lieberthal rookie card. Joseph sees it. I'll be down in the shop early tomorrow to hit on the women leaving church across the street. After my last date, I need to find a church-going gal. Oh, that is too good. Are you actually going to come down for real, Joseph? If you're going to come down for real, then I feel like I'll have to get back there on time, which I probably should be able to do. But don't feel like you have to come down. Don't feel pressured into it. There's nothing new probably since the last time we came in there. That's how things go. If you want to see something new, you got to wait. It's about a 6-month rotation turnaround time. Got to wait about 6 months, and maybe you'll find a new wax box of like something like what were those cards that I saw that I told you guys about with a dream guy? They were at that resale shop. Something ridiculous, and they were like $200 a box or something like that on eBay. I'm like, why are people paying this much for this crap? Another bowling box. The bowling boxes are flying off the shelves. I think I only have like, I don't even know. I think I sold half of them or more. flying off the shelves. I guess it's pretty easy to pull that Paul Wagner, Paul Wagner rookie card. Steve Carsey or Pete Weber, I think his name is. PSA 10s. Ernie McCracken and Roy Munson rookies also in there. They consider every single card in that to be rookies because it's the very first year they made bowling cards. Joseph C's been eyeing up the Bo Derek box. Well, you better get it while it's hot, man, because it's going to go quick. Somebody else is eyeing that up today. Ready for some ding the corners. There's a 92 Leaf box there Joseph C's been talking about getting for a long time, but he cannot pull a trigger. Doug Jones Fireball card once again. Sandberg Reds October. There's Pena. Don Robinson, and there's that quad, I guess, of the same exact freaking cards. It's like 1988 Max Racing, every card a rookie. Yeah, those cards are pretty awful. I feel like you cannot give those away. The Max Racing cards. Pain of seeing on a Reds October. There's definitely a lot of pain involved in this rip. But that's something I'm used to here. I deal with that every single month. And I'm not talking about it in a menstrual way. I'm talking about it in a not finding Frank Thomas no name on front way. Every single month on the 1st, I go through depression and disappointment with all of you, and it's live. So, and I'm sure next month will be absolutely no different, but you never know. I may decide to go to the National. I might buy one there. I might file for bankruptcy after I buy that card, and that's like what? That's like 2 weeks away, the National. I should probably make some plans to go there if I'm going to decide to. Randy Myers, Zane Smith. Let's look at the back of this hideousness. Yep. And there's no escaping that face. Thomas, second year. Ozzie Smith. Tommy Herr. And there's that Drew Hall. Dean's cards would probably price that at least $3, I would say. At least 3 Smackerinos. Dirk Rington says, you'll have that surprise crate next month. God knows what's in it. LOL. It's heavy as hell. Dirk, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Dirk Remington actually found a tote full of like sets and a bunch of randomness at a card show and insisted on buying it for me to bring to the store. And he'll deliver it next month, so maybe I should make a video on that. Thank you, Dirk. Chaos says the next 20 1991 score boxes are on are on me. Thanks for the continual entertainment. It's always a good time. It's always a good time having you here, Chaos. Thank you for putting up with it and putting up with all these awful colors and these trash bag wrappers. Absolutely awful. And my luck, the Mantle will be in this pack. And I'm definitely looking forward to the Catacombs cards, and those will most definitely be showcased on here. The Catacombs cards Chaos has in the works. Chaos, the mastermind behind the 1/1 all name on front Frank Thomas, as well as the Marlboro Red Error with Randy Johnson on the scoreboard. Absolutely epic. Epic. Will I get it graded? Will I get what graded? The no name on front. I don't know if I'd buy a no name on front without getting one that's actually graded because of all the reprints, but I feel like the reprints are pretty easy to tell after I've had so many in my possession and sold so many of them. Fred McGriff, there's Eckersley. Tony Gwynn, good pack so far. Clark Drabeck. There's Griffey once again. I feel like we're due for another Chipper Jones. It's been a while. Edgar Diaz. We are definitely due, and I have a mountain of 91 scores sitting next to me. It's making me very uneasy. After all these were opened, do you just bring a trash can? Bring out a trash can and put everything in it? Now, these will all go into Commons boxes. Well, actually, I'll sift through them, put the Griffies and stuff like that in my quarter boxes at the store. And then I'll leave like some stars and whatnot in there, and I'll put them in my common boxes. And I'll end up having like 50 of those before I get rid of them. How much is a graded signed Mantle from 91 score? I think there's some on eBay right now for $1,000. You're not going to find them for probably less than $1,000. Griffies, once again, they range between $1,000 and $2,000. There's some on there that are like $7,000. Strawberry, Bernard Gilkey. Bill Ardello, once again. Xavier Hernandez. Getting real tired of seeing that. Real tired of it. Stick them in team bags. I've seen them for $1,000. Yeah, they're about $1,000. If you look on there right now, there's the cheapest ones are about $1,000 that are graded like BGS. Frank Thomas once again. Doc Gooden. You could use them for killing this winter. I might need to. I very well might need to. If oil prices keep skyrocketing the way that they are, I guess they're kind of on downtrend here for a brief time, but I guess you could always do that. If you got a ton of junk wax, there you go. Life hack right there. I may or not, I may or may not be the fourth bro. My other three bros are true talent. Maybe start a bonfire of toxic junk fumes. That would be pretty awesome. Anytime you do that, though, you get a lot of flack. I know. Remember Jonathan H made a video where he's putting cards in a paper shredder, and people got real mad. I feel like he got death threats over that too. And then Corey did it a long time ago, where he was burning like 91 Fleer in like a burn barrel in his backyard. I think he received death threats. I know he's making death threats over 91 Fleer. Like, come on, man! Like, someone's got to do something about this to like. I don't know, to make any of the cards have any value whatsoever, even though they probably never would because they're 91 Fleer. I mean, you got to eradicate some of them from the earth. There's too many, and they're awful. Shredding Cedric Mullins cards. Yeah, Jonathan H was putting Cedric Mullins rookies in the paper shredder, and then, like, the next season, he did awesome. I don't really know what he's doing this year. I don't think he's really doing that well. So it kind of justifies it. Someone did a shredding video with the Bo Nose card. Oh, people would be furious about that. Yeah, Raleigh Fingers probably buys up all the Commons collections. And that's how he makes his packs, even though he has no affiliation with them, supposedly. Bill Sites took 25,090 per deck cards to recycling. I remember hearing about that. I haven't seen Bill Sites in a long time. I don't know if he still goes on Eric's channel or not, but it's been quite a while since he's been in here. No sign of any Chipper Jones tonight. I don't know what to make next month's rip. Maybe, like, what haven't I done yet? Did I do 92 per deck? I don't think I did that yet. 92 Fleer. Maybe we'll do 93 Fleer Ultra next month. Look for Eckersley autograph. That'd be a cool one to pull. And I don't even know if I've ever opened 93 Ultra on this channel. I feel like I haven't. There's not a whole lot to look for in there, but I always had cool inserts. Series 2 has, like, Jim Edmonds rookie card in it. Like, you get pretty excited about that, I guess. Trevor Wilson ends that pack. We got 7 packs remaining. Looking for this Mantle. Any Eric Plunks? No Eric Plunks. He's got to be in Series 1 this year, unless he's avoiding us, which doesn't seem likely for an OG omen like him. So we got Griffey Jr. Dream Team, Ruben Sierra, the Griffies. Seen a few of that as we go on the quarter boxes. Next month rip is 89 Pro Set Football. It's on the promise list. Dead Grateful really wants me to rip that 89 Pro Set Football. Does anybody else want to watch me open football cards? I feel like it's a big fat no. Carpal tunnel. I bought 93 per deck box, and of course it's bricked terribly. Should have known better. Yeah, 93 per deck's tough, man. But it's crazy because I've seen people open those like recently where they weren't bricked. I'd say it's probably like 90-10. Like, it's 90% chance it's bricked, 10% it's not. Like, at best case odds. But I have a sealed, or not a sealed box, but I have a box of 93 Series 2 I bought for $20 at a card show. I just don't think that they realized that Jeter was in there. But I can feel them. It feels like the packs are loose, but I just don't want to open it. I'll keep that one sealed. I think I have a couple Series 1, but I'd like to open Series 1 because of the memories, like Nigel Wilson in there, David Need. Like, I used to be really pumped on those cards as a kid in 93, and those were all on top loaders. Beckett had them listed for like $250 a piece for like Nigel Wilson. Like, that card was pretty hot back then. So it'd be cool to open Series 1, but I feel like they're definitely bricked. And somebody sent me a box recently, and for some reason I paused on the topless Kirby Puckett. So everybody could take that in equally. 92 per deck were bricked? I've never heard that from 92 per deck. Must have been a moisture thing big time with that, because I feel like they didn't have the UV coating that Stadium Club had. Like 92 Stadium Club, they definitely can be bricked. 91 almost certainly is bricked. Most of the ones that I've seen. Behold the powerful pecs of Puckett. I like that. That's a good ring to it. Alex Cole to greet us in the back side here. Dante Bichette starts it off. Need to open some Universal Treasures boxes. I've never opened those, but I know what they are. Lieberthal and Donovan Osborne again. They seem to always come in pairs, or pair together. We got 4 packs remaining of tonight's rip. Only 4. This time goes by too fast. Still need to do 92 Series 3 rip. You know what? I know where a box of Series 3 is at, Paul. And you'll probably hate me because I passed on it like multiple times. I think it was like $20 at an antique mall recently. But next time I go there, I will get it for Paul, because I know he really wants to see a Mike Walkton hunt. Dave Steve once again. Trevor Wilson, Fred and Lynn. And Randy Bush. Women get free shirtless Puckett card on Friday nights upon enter the Pass Live store. Oh, that would be great. Ladies' night. You get a free topless Puckett. Get that blown up into a poster. Score select bricks as well. Yeah, I could see that being the case. There's a lot of them from the 90s that break up pretty bad. Sometimes, even like 94 tops, before I never would have thought that would break up. 94 tops is almost always bricked up now. I used to buy a lot of those too back in the day. 2 packs remain. We got Alex Cole once again. I'm tired of seeing that card in the back of the packs. Benito Santiago, of course, with another bow breaker, but I'll take that one. A topless Puckett shirt would be fire. That's an idea. Bonds, Strawberry, there's Donnie Baseball. And still no sign of the elusive Mick. We got 1 pack left. Could it be in here? Probably not, but cross everything you have, and maybe we will manifest a mantle in this last pack. Alex Cole, the Chris Sabo imposter. He most definitely is. Quentin Ray, what is happening? Donald Trump says, I love the bow breakers. I like those cards too. And definitely cool. Final pack. If we're going to have a mantle, it's going to be in that third section of this colorful mess. Robbie Almar, Robin Yount, Moment of Truth. Eric Davis, Big Head card. We do have a Chipper Jones in the last pack. I will take that as I kick the camera. And let's get one last look at this filthy, filthy face. Absolutely filthy. Meat sweats. Bad on that one. That's kind of cut the exact same way. It's not bad, though. But both of those, not too shabby. And we walk away with no Chipper Jones, but a whole bunch of Ninja Star cards to stick in the vents of my house. So that is it for Needle and a Wax Stack, the double box break. I hope that you enjoyed it a little bit. I know it's tough to bear with all those colors and just the tedium of that set in general. But it's always fun to hang out and BS with you guys. I appreciate you all for being here. And like I said, drop me a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see next month as far as like a chase card or autograph goes. It doesn't have to necessarily be an autograph. It could be like, you know, some stuff from like late 90s Don Russ, like the hard to pull and numbered inserts and whatnot. So always like to hear from you and your suggestions. Jonathan H on the way out says, meh. Jonathan H is with us. We made multiple references to you. It's good to see you again after all this time. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate all you guys being here. And I will see you hopefully back tomorrow night for the weekend recap. Thanks again, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you back tomorrow.